Hello, lords and ladies of YouTube, and welcome back to Nightly Gaming's Nightly Gaming. So today I'm going to be showing you my newest Murloc deck. It's a Murloc Paladin deck. So my previous Murloc deck was a Murloc Warrior, which is the most common Murloc deck at the moment. But with the new expansion, the Grand Tournament, there's one card in particular that makes Murloc Paladin actually pretty viable and really good, to be honest. And that is the 4 mana cost Murloc Knight. So, what's so special about the Murloc Knight? Well, it uses the new Inspire mechanic, so when you use your hero power while it's on the field, you summon a random Murloc. Meaning you can summon, theoretically, an infinite amount of Murlocs if it stays alive, but you're almost, as long as you play it on like turn 6 or something like that, you're guaranteed an extra Murloc. So if you already have other Murlocs on the field, that's only going to buff them. And especially if you get something like a war leader or something like that, oof, it's great. So it's probably the most expensive card of the Murlocs besides old Murk-eye, but it definitely adds to the strength of the Murloc deck. So I'm gonna go ahead and hop into some games and see if I can show you how it works. My deck list is over there on the side of the screen if you want to look at it and copy it and things like that. To be fair, it could be better. I do lack a couple of the Murlocs. I have at least one of all Murlocs, but I am lacking the duplicates of a few of them. So things like I would want to have a second War Leader, I would want to have a second Cold Light Seer, I would want to have a second Puddle Stomper. I'd want to have a second Murloc Tidecaller. You could debate on whether or not you would want a second Cold Light Oracle. It's nice to have the draw power since this is a deck where you're going to be spamming a lot out of your hand, so the 2 card draw tends to do more for you than for the opponent. And you still get a body on the field. But it's debatable on whether or not you would want a second one of those or not. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and hop into a game and show you guys how it works. Okay. So Warlock is going to be a little difficult. He has some pretty decent wave clear cards, as well as, or not wave clear, pretty decent board clear cards, but he also has a pretty strong early game, which is going to make it a little bit more difficult for us, but it should be fine. Okay, so let's see here. So I have a good turn 1, 2, and 3. So I'm actually content with this hand. So I'm actually going to just go ahead and keep it. I could have put back Murloc Raider since I already have a 1, 2, 3, so I don't really need the other one. But, you know, he's not by any means a bad card, so why not? Alright, so yeah, we'll start out with the Shield Bearer. I could actually use the coin and Murloc Raider this turn and get 2 cards on the field. But I'm not going to. I'm going to wait till I feel like I have a little bit more control on board. Because of things like that, because that would one-shot him if he summoned something after that. Okay. That's going to be nice once I start spamming cards out of my hand. Okay. So I still don't want to put out my Murloc yet, because I don't want to deal with that potential of him wiping it out. In the meantime, though, he's getting pretty good board control. Oh. Actually, I could do Blessing of Kings onto the Annoyatron. Normally I like to save that for Murlocs to buff them up to be stronger. But I could get it on the Annoyatron, so he's going to have to waste his field on it, on the Annoyatron. I think that's what I'm going to do, actually. Yeah. You see, he's going to have to waste his field on it, and it will still be alive, so he's got to waste a lot on that Annoyatron now. So he won't be able to get to my Murlocs. Plus, next turn I can summon all, well, not all my Murlocs. I can summon the Tidecaller and then Cold Light Oracle.
So many
Give me a quest.
possibilities.
Okay. Ooh, that's nice. More Noetron is always good. Do I want to do Code Light Oracle yet? Or I could second Annoyatron Murloc Raider. The point is, that guy definitely needs to go. Okay, I'm going to Annoyatron Murloc Raider. I'll do Code Light Oracle next turn. Yeah, so I'll Cold Light Oracle and see what I get in my hand next turn. Oh well, but see that Annoyatron now took up one of his spells that would normally one-shot my... oh. Okay, or he can use that, but at least now he doesn't get to buff anything. Well, okay, let's see, so... do I want to Cold Light... yeah, I'll Cold Light Oracle. There's another Murloc Raider and a Murloc Tide Hunter. I'll put out the other Murloc Raider, and then I'll do this onto this Murloc Raider, so he can finish off him and go 1 damage to face. So yeah, so far this is looking pretty good. This deck is all about having board control and then hitting face. So you need to have board control, otherwise he's just gonna wipe out your Murlocs almost instantaneously. Oh, that's going to be a little annoying. That's going to be really annoying. Okay. Well, this is actually a pretty good combo. I have 3 other Murlocs on field, so I'm actually okay using that. I don't have enough damage to kill that in one go, so I'm not going to bother. I'm going to make him waste one of his attacks on my Annoyatron, because I'm not going to sacrifice my board for essentially nothing, because I'm not going to get anything out of it. That's not good. That is not good at all. Although this is kind of nice. And then I can Divine Favor. Ooh. Ooh, yeah, that's a great draw. That's perfect. Okay.
Do you need
So
a
do
blessing?
that. Wipe out 1 imp. Wipe out that guy. Wipe out another imp. Wipe out another imp. And wipe out 1 more imp. And then I'm not wasting my Divine Shield on that. He can waste one of his attacks next turn, popping it. Although, I mean, I guess either way, the imp is going to end up dead, and my Divine Shield is going to end up popped. But at least this way I get some damage on his face. Oh, that's very frustrating, actually. Oh, okay, he's not going to pop the Divine Shield with imp. He's going to use it to kill the Annoyatron. That's actually not too bad. Okay, so War Leader, then Old Murk-eye. So how much damage do I have? 10. So I have enough to end game. I'm ending game, and that is the power of the Murloc deck. You know, if he should have been clearing out my Murlocs this whole time, because as soon as Old Murk-eye gets on it, he gets to be a really strong charge card. He gets +1 for every Murloc on the field. Plus, then with my War Leader, he gets an additional +2. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you play a Murloc deck. So I didn't really get to show you the Murloc Knight. So I'll think about doing another video of this down the road where you get to see the Murloc Knight and the strength of that, because you get to, if you have board control already, you get to push that further by spamming your hero power to get more Murlocs on the field while also getting Silverhand recruits, which you can use to just basically either as cannon fodder if you have ways of putting taunts on them, like with my Coghammer if they got the taunt and Divine Shield, or if I had Blessing of Kings where I can make them into a 4/4 where it's an actual threat that they have to attack. But you also get more Murlocs on the field, which means when I put old Murk-eye out, I get more damage. Plus, if, like I said, you can get some pretty good draws off them if you get something like a War Leader. But otherwise, even if you just get things like Puddle Stompers, which are just fairly strong Murlocs in comparison to my other Murlocs, which all synergize well with my other Murlocs. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. If you liked the video, click the like button down below. If you have comments on how I could improve the deck or anything like that, down in the comments is the place to leave all that. If you want to see more from me, click the subscribe button. That's always appreciated. Otherwise, I will see you all next time. Bye.